Most business, in order to cope with this new era of woke and well-informed customers, think this is what they need to do. They think this is what they need to do. One, social media presence. Be on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, WhatsApp. Showcase your product. Just be everywhere. Splash your products everywhere. Let them splash your brand. Let them see your brand. Two, they believe advertising. Now, advertising on social media these days is more like the in thing, and people think I just need to get an influencer on board and let me use an influencer so that people will buy into my idea, buy into my product and services. You understand? Three, they believe in beautiful outlets. I know you're already nodding your head. Yes, you've seen that. So people believe in beautiful outlets, well dressed staff. Get to my office, you see well dressed staff and everything. And five, they outsource their customer service. So they believe they need competent people who can mop up bad publicity and handle customer complaints. And six is a sales personnel. Yes, they believe they need to hire a sales personnel who can shove down products down the throat of customers. But no, seriously, it doesn't work. Seven, availability of products and services. Industrial era again. Just try it all over again. Having the product, you think when you have the product, people will come and pick, and it doesn't work like that again. And eight, they believe they need more capital to grow the business. More capital they have, the more revenue they will get. No, it doesn't work that way. Okay, so let me now tell you how I think, or what I think as a business you need. One, presence. Now, you know, presence in this time, I'm talking about being present where your customers are. You understand the difference? Now, it's one thing to be on all social media. That's a big F or a big L. All what you need to do is be on social media platforms where your customers are. It's going to take your time. It's going to take you researching the kind of product you want to sell and the kind of customers you want to sell them to. Then, where are these customers? Which social media do they use? Or which media? Let me say social media now. Which media platform do they use? If you are advertising a product that is meant for the aged, then you probably be thinking of the newspaper. Yes, a newspaper. If you're advertising to teens, you probably be thinking of TikTok. So, presence. You need to be present where your customers are. Secondly, accessibility. Now, when you're thinking of accessibility, you're thinking of being accessible to your customers. It's one thing to put out your brand, adverts, and everything. It's another thing to be accessible, to be there when they want to make inquiries, to give them prompt feedback. When they want to make complaints, your feedback should be prompt. You should be accessible. If it's going to be that they have to visit your office, then your office should be accessible to them. It should be close by. And if it's going to be via mail, you should be able to respond promptly. The new era customers are not customers that will wait around 24 hours for you to give them the feedback. They don't type hello, hi, please, I saw a bag um, on your website. How much is it? And they have to wait 2 days to get a response to that. Customers won't wait. In fact, if it's longer than 30 minutes, they are already looking at other options. Three, well-trained staff. There's a big difference between a well-dressed staff and a well-trained staff. You need to invest in your staff. Like I said, you have two assets: your customers and your employees. So you need to train your staff. They need to have the product knowledge. They have to have the customer service experience. They need to be able to relate with your customers, understand what the customer is passing through. For a customer to leave his or her house or to go online and talk to them, they need to be able to put themselves in the shoes of the customers. So they need to have understand the customer experience. Um, they need to understand the product and services that you're selling. So they need to understand basically your idea of what the business stands for. So you need to invest in training of your staff. 4, you need to keep your cost under control. Most companies are running to ground because they fail to understand this part. You need to minimize your cost. Now, that's why I said, that's why I said advertising. People waste money advertising, just lavishing money, advertising, throwing money around and paying influencers to do this, to do that. Yes, it might work, but for how long? Because if you don't keep your cost under control, you'll probably run your business to ground. Now, let's take for instance, if you've noticed, most companies that spend so much on influencers are not paying their employees well, because they have to cover the cost somewhere, somehow. And they believe shortchanging their employees will probably not really harm their business. But like I said, in the long run, these things will come back to haunt them. So you need to keep your business cost under control so that your business doesn't run to ground for no just cause. 5, get a trusted logistic. Yeah. It's good if you have variety of products to sell, but it's better if you can deliver this product to your customers on time. So you need to get a trusted logistic. Like I made a comparison of Wish and Jumia. You know, if it is cheaper on Wish and I still get it within say 7 to 14 days, and this same thing is expensive on Jumia or relatively expensive on Jumia, and I'm still going to use 7 to 14 days to wait for it, then why not? I'll pick Wish. Even though Wish is not located in Nigeria, it's not a local company per se. It's more of an international body. So a trusted logistics is just as important as the goods you're selling. So you need to get the trusted logistics. 6, you need to manage your customer experience. Like I said, new era customers, they are more about reviews, feedbacks. So you need to manage the experience so that they give a positive review at every time. When you talk about customers' experience, we are talking about how you make your customers feel before, during, and after doing business with you. And like I said, this will impact on the reviews they will leave, their testimonials, and their referrals. So with those basic 6 things, if you can put them into action, you will see the effect on your business. Okay, so let me just summarize what I've said. These 6 things. I said it's better to choose a targeted presence over being on all social medias. 1. It's also accessibility is better than beautiful outlets. Yes. A well-trained staff is better than a well-dressed staff.